saying what his Houston days, if he had like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know when he's speaking. If he's just speaking in my when
Houston,
I was a top
Orlando,
game.
yeah.
Okay, if he was his Orlando days, if he had Shaq,
Sure.
yes.
Nah, what he was saying was,
What?
You swap me for Kobe, I'm winning more chips than Kobe.
You say he's winning more than Kobe?
More chips than Kobe. That's why Matt Barnes is like, nah, why you guys just putting Kobe when he's not here now?
Okay, I don't know if.
Okay,
I don't think he's
so
trying to diss.
I still
if
don't
someone
think, I
asked him that question, that's
I still
different.
don't think he's trying to diss Kobe.
If someone asked him that question, that's a different story.
That's my personal
answering.
opinion. I don't think he's dissing Kobe.
No, I don't. You see,
I don't think he's dissing Kobe.
I don't think he's not disrespecting. He's not calling him out his name. He's not knocking him down. He's I think he's just saying. And again, that's what I'm basing off of him saying. If Kobe's telling you, I'm the toughest guard he's had, like he had to work to guard me. I don't blame him for thinking he could have got more with Shaq than him. I don't think he's correct. I'm saying he would have won some, maybe the same amount.
There's an asterisk there, though. There's an asterisk that nobody's mentioning. Shaq left LA, right? And went somewhere else and left Kobe there, right? So how could T-Mac say that? Because you can say the same argument. Well, if Shaq never left LA and we stayed, we would have won even more.
Yeah, you would have won more championships. Okay, right? If you're saying that,
you gotta add that.
Then yeah, it kind of hurt. Yeah, it kind of thinks his argument because Shaq left. It's not like they stayed for 10 years and only won 3.
That's right.
So yes, it kind of, McGrady's comment there kind of doesn't work because he left. When they were together, how long were they together for? 5
years.
5 years.
They won
5 years and won 3. So if McGrady's saying he would have got 5, he would have got 4, because you got to use the years they were together.
Right.
With his argument, with his statement. You got to use the 5. If they were together for 5 years, you got to use that. So the first 2 years, the first year was them learning each other. Yep. I don't even think was Kobe yet?
Kobe became Kobe, I think, when Eddie Jones took a backseat, right? So I think.
So when Shaq got there, Eddie Jones was still.
Yeah. So remember the first year he was kind of like riding bench.
Okay.
Right? I think the second and the third year, that's when you really got.
Because Shaq got there when Kobe was what, in his second year, third year with the Lakers?
I think he got there in his second year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second
So say you do 5, 8, 6, even if you want to go 6. I don't even know if they did 6 years together. But if you want to go 6, 5 years, if he's saying he would have gotten 4 within 6 years, 4 within 5, 5.
I don't see it. I honestly
The only small percentage I'll give him that could have happened is because, well, he was in the league before Kobe, right? Because he came out of high school.
T-Mac?
Yeah, I think he came in the year before Kobe.
No.
Kobe was 96. I think T-Mac was already with us. Didn't we draft him
No, I think Kobe was here. I think
Kobe
got drafted first, bro.
Hold on. To the Googles.
I think Kobe got. Oh no, you're freaking probably. No, Kobe was drafted first before T-Mac.
97. Okay,
Kobe?
so maybe T-Mac was 97, so
And
Kobe was 96, I think. So, okay, Kobe came in a year. They both came out of high school, so okay. Then...
We'll squash the first few years, though.
No, I can't give him that.
Yeah.
I would have gave him that if he came in maybe in 95, and by 90... No, the only reason I say this is because...
No.
In Toronto, he was kind of held back. His talent was there. He was just held back. We didn't play. It's almost kind of like Kobe, but he was held.
No, I don't.
I see what you said. No, I was just thinking at that point.
Yeah.
If he had him at that point and he was already in the league, maybe 2, 3 years ahead of Kobe, I can see him saying that if he got Shaq at that point and they went, I can see that. But he came in after him and within that gap, no, I don't think he would have gotten that many titles. And with those criterias, no. A criteria of me in my prime and him in his prime or whatever, yes, I think they could. And maybe they could have gotten more, or they would have gotten the same. I'll say they could get the same amount. I'll say they could basically get the same amount. Maybe one might have gotten one more than the other, but I think they could have got the same amount. But within the same time frame, if you switch them and said, we got Kobe or whatever, and McGrady was drafted by the Lakers, and the same setting, I don't know if he would have got more. I don't know if he would have got more because of the same settings, right? He would have been behind Eddie Jones. At that point when he came in, Kobe would say he's in his second year, McGrady's in his first year. Is he as good as Kobe's second year for McGrady's first year? We don't know that because I don't remember T-Mac's first year here, like how good he was or how decent he was or whatever. But based off that, I don't think he would have been able to do that.
I mean,
I'm not giving it to him based on that criteria. The exact same time frame.
Yep.
But he got drafted in 96.
Yep.
And Kobe gets drafted in 97. He's with us and he ends up with the Lakers.
I mean,
if anything, I'll give him the same amount. If his progression is the same almost as Kobe's, I can give him maybe the same amount, maybe one less. I don't think I can give him more or like every year they would have won a title. Yeah. Not on that criteria.
I can't give it to him at all.
I'm
not even being biased here. Like for me, I'm looking at it as the player. Let's take Shaq out of the mix for a second, right? Longevity wise, Kobe had forget the championships, right? Yeah. Who was more of an Iron Man who could sustain a high level of pouring out points every season? I'll give that to Kobe. Tracy had those back problems.
I get what you're saying.
So if you induct Shaq into Tracy's career when he's in Toronto, do you see him win a championship in Toronto? I say no. Even with a prime Shaq. Because T-Mac wasn't T-Mac, in my opinion, until he hit Orlando. That's my opinion. Right?
Nah, he was T-Mac here. We held him back.
You really think that T-Mac was T-Mac in his later years?
When he was with Vince? That year before he left with Vince, we held him back. Toronto, that organization held McGrady back, bro. They held him back because they were too stubborn in their head to look at them and be like, oh, let's talk to these. I've said this before. Talk to your players. Carter did not want to be number one. McGrady did. But in their head, it was, we have to make Carter number one.
So if you put...
They put McGrady behind Carter, which they shouldn't have done. I know it's 2020 hindsight now, but even then, if you're looking at it, right? Yes, using 2020. If you look at it, what they should have done was speak to it because you can see it. Behind the scenes, they should have known Carter didn't want to be the man or just the only man or whatever it is. McGrady was ready to take that on.
Okay, so
for some reason they didn't want to give that to McGrady for, I don't know why. You drafted him. You drafted Carter too, but he's been with you. He's coming up with you. You got him from high school. This is his cousin. You should have been promoting them together.
So if you take over,
especially when they found out they were cousins, that should have been your thing. The dynamic duo cousin. This is it here. You got two guys that want to be your superstars. F the one star. That's what hurt. Everyone had a one star. Everyone wanted, and Jordan was there. Everyone wanted their Jordan. You should have been having a Jordan Pippen. They didn't run McGrady as a Pippen.
So you think if let's just say hypothetically, if you took out Vince and you put in Shaq in Tracy's last year or last couple of years, are the Raptors winning a championship?
The reason you say no is because of the spare parts. You have to conclude the spare parts. Okay. That's what helped Kobe too.
Okay.
Kobe had time to develop.
Remember, I said
I'm not taking Kobe's that warrior mentality. That would always be there.
Yeah.
He would always work hard. But you gotta look at the team's position at the time. I'm not saying the Lakers were the big time, but between them and Toronto, Toronto is down here. McGrady's not getting he doesn't have an Eddie Jones in front of him to look up to or to see or to literally push you, because you see this guy's better than you. You need to be better than him.
So what do you see?
Who's McGrady behind here? Probably an old guy. The only reason McGrady was riding the bench is because he was young.
So where do you see Tracy winning his championships, then, if you don't mind me asking? Do you see him winning any in Toronto? You said no. You say yes or no?
At that time, no one was winning in Toronto at that time.
So then he gets traded to Orlando. Do you see him and Shaq winning a couple there?
With the Shaq that was that went to the Lakers, if he stayed on Orlando,
yes.
And okay, Penny's gone or whatever, and now
Yes.
McGrady comes, yes.
Okay, so how many? Remember, we're trying to catch up to 5. So I want to see your logic here. So we're trying to catch up to 5.
Okay,
he doesn't
goes
win
there.
anything in Toronto.
Okay.
He goes to Orlando. How much
Okay.
does he win with Shaq in Orlando?
You got to give a time frame though, because
Same
if
time
you-
frame. I'm going with.
Okay,
I
wait,
said
okay.
I'm going with the player. So same time frame.
Yeah.
That he was in. So same time frame that he was in Toronto. Same time frame that
how
he was in
much-
Orlando. Same time frame that he was in Houston. Same time frame that he's in Orlando. Prime Shaq. How much championships do they win?
So now he gets there. Now he has
5,
5
6
years, 5, 6 years.
Because you already said he's not winning 5.
Okay, so he goes the first year.
Nothing in Toronto.
No. I'm not talking about first year here. I know that he had his year with Carter.
Yeah.
They lose that playoff,
Yep.
and now he goes to Orlando.
That's right.
Shaq,
Shaq
is
comes in,
there.
yeah.
It's the same
Same thing.
Same Shaq
Yeah.
as he is in LA.
That's
It's
right.
just that he's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Because McGrady did go off that first year.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see him winning multiple?
Now, okay.
This is
where the
you gotta stick on your sword.
No. This is where the tricky part comes in, because we were talking him going to LA. Remember, that's the West Coast. That's a different conference.
Yeah.
You're in the East Conference now, right? So it's a different setting, getting to playoffs and who you're playing.
Okay.
So
So that's
that-
gonna go into my next argument.
I know that. So that does factor in. If he's coming out of the East, that time, shit.
All right, squash it.
Jordan was still there, right? Yeah, 97,
when he was in-
90.
when he was
That
in
was the last
Orlando?
couple years.
When T-Mac was in Orlando?
When he went to Orlando. Oh no, that's 2000s, right? Yeah. That was after, because we were. Oh yeah. No, because you see, that's with their draft year. Sorry, that was his draft year. Okay. So he goes there. Because it's coming out the East. The East was okay. I'm gonna have to switch up my argument. If he goes into the West, I'm sticking with. I don't know if he's getting 5.
No. We need to do this.
But
we need to do this in order.
factors.
No, hold on. We need to do this in order. All right. I'm getting to the West. Just give me a second.
Okay. I thought
You see
I thought he was trying to dismantle that whole part. I thought that's what you're trying to do. Okay. Okay. You want to go in order.
Yeah.
Okay.
So T-Mac's career, sticking the way that it is. He was in Toronto. Shaq comes. We've agreed that he doesn't win anything. We've come to that establishment, right?
If he comes to Toronto,
If Shaq comes to Toronto and T-Mac is in his second last year or last year.
maybe they. Oh, okay. You keep
Don't even
switching
say
it
it, bro.
up, bro.
No, I'm not switching
You
it.
are.
TJ, am I switching it?
Hold on. Listen to what you do, because you're like now. This is his last year's in Toronto. Now he's like.
No.
You just said he comes to Toronto.
I'm gonna make it clear one last time, all right?
Who's coming to Toronto?
Shaq.
Okay.
So T-Mac's
So
origin.
T-Mac's not leaving Toronto.
Hear me out for a second.
Okay.
We are keeping T-Mac's career the same. Nothing's changing. Hear me out, okay? So he's in Toronto, he's in Orlando, he's in Houston. Leave that alone. While he's in Toronto, if Shaq, by some miraculous trade, comes to Toronto and plays with Tracy in his second to last year or his last year in Toronto, are they winning a championship? I say no, you say
Maybe the
Wow.
last year.
Really?
maybe,
Cool.
maybe. I'm not giving it. I'm not.
For the sake of the argument, I'll give you
Most likely not. I'll give them more of a chance that second year together than the first year.
Cool. I'll give you that one.
Because that's his last year in Toronto with Carter. They were in the playoffs. They lost to the Knicks. Was that the first round they went out?
I don't remember.
Because when they went to Philly, that McGrady was still with us?
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. See, that's what's going to factor.
Yeah.
Because
I think he was.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
he was already gone. He
I
was
think so.
already Orlando. Okay, so that year we lost to the Knicks with him,
Could be wrong.
with Shaq in the mix there.
He's probably
I'll
done
lean
it.
more to the no, but I'd give it more of a chance that year. But
Tell you what.
we'll say
Tell
no.
you what. I'll give
Okay,
you, I'll
so
give
he
you a
leaves
blind.
and now he goes to
Tell you
Orlando.
what, I'll give you a blind.
No, he leaves
and
and
I'll
goes to
give,
Orlando.
I'll give you that one. Remember, our whole goal is for him to catch Kobe. So I'll give you that blind. He now goes to.
But is he's saying in LA? This is not his whole career. I think he's saying in LA, or is he just saying give me Shaq any time in his career? Is he saying put me in LA in Kobe's spot? I'm winning more than many. That if that's the argument, then all of that stuff don't matter. If you're talking in his whole career, and he gets Shaq in Orlando, I think in his whole career, I think he could possibly maybe get 5 in his whole career.
So essentially, you're saying
With him having someone like that along the way his whole time, I think he could get that.
So at the.
I think
if you're
I'm not
taking
saying I'm not saying for sure. I'm not going to be like yes, he's getting it for sure, like he is. But
So are you saying that him and Kobe are like players, or is he a step above? Because you're essentially saying he's a step above. He's going to get more chips with Shaq.
I'm not saying he's going to get more. I think he can get with Shaq the same amount of years Kobe has with Shaq. The LA years. If we're just talking LA years, just the LA years, and
Sure.
you put Kobe, you put T-Mac in there instead of Kobe.
Come on, bro. That means you're putting them at the same level. To me,
No,
there's
you're
different
going. You
tiers.
got
I'm
the
not
Kobe
even being
bias.
biased.
Yes,
bro.
you are. Yes,
No,
you are. Yes, you are. Because your
not even
answer's
being
so
biased.
fast. No. When your own boy said this is the hardest player for me to play against, this is what you have to factor that in. You have to factor it in. If Kobe said none of these guys are that hard, or there's no one I really think, maybe McGrady, but no. They asked him who's the toughest guy you play, blah, blah, blah. He said McGrady because of this, because of that.
Cool.
Because,
That's a
okay.
good point. But if you would have asked Kobe when he was alive,
And he plays.
Hold on a second.
You basically telling me, you're telling me to don't worry what Kobe said, the man who played him, listen to what I'm saying because I'm a fan.
So Kobe said he's the hardest person to defend or play against, right?
That's who he
If
played
the
against.
same interviewer is asking, and you know Kobe's answer to this,
Okay.
if the same person is asking Kobe, T-Mac is sitting right there, TJ's the interviewer, I'm Kobe. TJ's asking me, Kobe, are you a better player than T-Mac? What is Kobe going to say?
You're not supposed to say that. Okay. No real baller is going to say the other person.
Kobe would say, of course.
You'll say, but not in that aspect. Kobe's not just gonna be like, oh, T-Mac's better than me. He's gonna say it in a way that's nice, but not like he's not just gonna come up.
No, nowadays players will say it right
The
in
only
their face.
even when they asked him about Jordan, he couldn't come out and say Jordan will be Jordan. He would
No,
say
that's a different era. Nowadays, what's this? Gil's Arena.
But
Gil's
in his
Arena?
era, no one's really those guys. If I'm a top tier, and you're gonna talk to me about another top tier guy, and you're gonna say, "Oh, we're sitting here," and they're like, "Can he beat you?" I'm gonna tell you, "No, he can't beat me."
Right.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm going to tell you, no, he's not better than me. He's not a better player. He can win. He can get wins on me, but he's not a better player than me. You can beat me 99 out of 100 times. I'm still going to sit here and say, you're not a better player than me.
Right. So when the discussion was brought up with playing against T-Mac, it's an honest answer. He was hard to play against. It was hard to defend.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that he's
And
better than me.
compliment him as a scorer. T-Mac was a scorer too.
But it doesn't mean that he's better than me. Now, if your argument is saying that he would win just as much championships with Shaq.
The same
as Kobe
team, same
did.
players,
You're
everything.
You're essentially saying they're of the same level. In my opinion, a lot of people would argue with you and say, nah, B. They're different animals. T-Mac and Tracy are two different animals.
They are different animals.
I
But
can't
that
see him
doesn't.
winning 5. I can't see him winning 5. The back issues. Remember, Kobe played through freaking injuries, bro. T-Mac had
Okay,
back, so
but again, T-Mac had so much more on him. He had Shaq to take some weight. In Orlando, who did he have to take weight off of McGrady's back? Regardless, he took the pressure on himself.
Jameer Nelson was nice. I mean,
Bro,
don't wash him up. I'm just saying, he was
Jameer Nelson and
Shaq.
Shaq. Who's taking more pressure off of you
He wasn't a scrub. He had who else?
Stop it! Your Kobe Bryce is coming in. Next topic.
I guarantee you, the next time I'm gonna say something,
Stop
gonna
it!
walk off the screen.
Stop it! Go ahead. Let me hear it. Jordan. Go ahead. Let me hear the nonsense.
Didn't they have the Turkish Jordan? Hidal Turkoglu. Right?
No, the Raptors had what's his name? Anthony Parker. He was considered the Jordan of European League.
T-Mac had players.
That don't mean nothing.
T-Mac had players. He wasn't on a
Horrible not
team.
a Laker team player, dog. He didn't come up behind Eddie Jones. He didn't have all these guys to put that pressure on you to be the best player or be a better player than you are when you came in the league. If you come into a team and you are probably one of the best players on the team, but the only reason you're not playing is because you're young and these guys are veterans. And another guy goes to a team that, yeah, he's good, but the guys ahead of you are better than you at this moment. You're going to be a better player because you got to push, you got to find things different in your game to be better at to get past this guy. I'm on a team where I'm only on this bench because I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting out my years. I still have my game. I'm still working at my game. But if I'm beating these guys in practice, where's my push to be a better player?
I mean,
now I end up on a team where now, okay, this guy is threatening my spot or can take my spot right away. Now I may have to change my game and be a better player. I'm not taking Kobe's warriorness away. I'm just saying the circumstances and the environments he was in fed more for that warrior in him to become stronger than what McGrady had. Maybe McGrady doesn't have that in him at all.
Well,
but we don't know that because he was never in that setting. He was always, and even in Toronto, the team was getting better. He was still one of our best players on the team. Again, he was young. That's why he was riding the bench and all of that. Sure. And the last year with Vince, when he started coming into his game, like I've said, I remember there was games where T-Mac probably went off, maybe even scored more than Vince. But because Vince had a highlight dunk, Vince is the face. This is the guy you talk about. Vince has scored, and McGrady, and it's like, come on, dude, I am that man. I am the man. Let me get that chance. And they didn't want to give him the chance. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. And he went to Orlando. In Orlando, who did he really have to really? I know you want to see, but no. You need to really take that weight off of him certain nights or whatever. Kobe ended up having Shaq to do that.
And Gasol later on.
No, I know, but I'm talking about that time, right? When they were together, right? He had other players that on the team that can help at times score. I'm not saying Orlando didn't. They had guys, but comparing the two teams, Lakers and Orlando were like this. Take Shaq away. No, take Kobe away, take T-Mac away, and you play these two teams. Lakers are destroying Orlando. Who did Orlando have? Jameer Nelson ain't doing shit to Shaq. Shaq is just crushing everyone in that middle. Yeah. And Ben Wallace wasn't established of who he was yet, and he had to leave. I think he had Ben Wallace.
Oh,
but Ben Wallace was gone. Ben Wallace was in Ben Wallace until Detroit,
and went to Orlando. Those are two different Ben Wallaces.
Exactly. So you can't even say, because I know people want to say, we had Ben Wallace. No, he didn't. Yeah. Not the Ben Wallace we knew eventually, right?
I mean,
but anyways,
I see.
I'll give you, as I was saying, just to wrap, in that exact circumstance,
Yeah.
put him in that position with the exact, if he had the back problems and all that, I can't give it to him. He may got the titles, doesn't mean he was the man for those titles because of the back.
Right.
I'll give you that. But if you give him like from when he left here and he say he goes to Orlando and has a Shaq at that moment,
I'll give him a couple.
in his career,
I'll give him a few.
I think from that point, and Shaq is Shaq, I think he could challenge for the same amount as Kobe. If Kobe got, I know Kobe got some of them without Shaq. That's the part where, okay.
It gets a little bit shady.
Yeah, right? I'll give him the same amount that Kobe got with Shaq. I can see T-Mac getting the same amount with Shaq within
That's
those
fair.
years.
That's fair.
Overall, not being with a Shaq and being kind of having to be the man and get another and have a Gasol.
Yeah.
If he maybe if he had a Gasol.
Does T-Mac have the mentality to play under the lights in LA with an older Shaq and win a couple more championships? Does he have the mentality?
Without those
Without
guys,
the
maybe
distractions and all that stuff
without those guys pushing him and it's just his own,
Yeah.
maybe not, because Kobe had that. Kobe would have pushed himself regardless. Even if those guys didn't, Kobe would have pushed himself.
Okay.
So I can give you that. That's why I said the warrior in Kobe is there.
Different.
I'm just saying, if Kobe came here and was here, maybe we get a title early because of that warrior mentality. Right? He may have pushed these other guys. Even though he's the man, he wants those guys to. He doesn't want to lose.
Yeah.
He wants to win. He wanted to win. So I can give him that. McGrady never, I don't think McGrady had that at that young age. He just had the talent and he knew he was good. And it's like, give me the time, give me my shine. Let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
Kobe was, I'm going to show you what, I don't want to lose.
Period.
Y'all ain't going to embarrass me in losing.
But we'll give T-Mac his flowers, and I think he kind of misspoke, but we understand in the big picture where he's coming from, right? We understand he has to have that mentality, and he could have been, but we'll give him his flowers regardless. Next ball question.
If you need your next podcast episode to be produced and edited, DM or email W.A.W.G Network. We would gladly love to produce your next podcast or edit your next video for you. Stay tuned, stay active, let's network.
I hear you say someone might have tried something.
Someone might have tried something.
There would have been a small bad man who might have tried to, make their name for themselves, make a claim, and get some clout, but they would have done something maybe,
See the boroughs that don't have the capacity of
Yeah, of course not.
we all. But
Yeah, that would be a small
thing hypothetical. If he was able to perform that song and this Canadians like that in a different part of the GTA, I don't think the reception would have been the same. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Top 5 also trying to break in a hotel where supposedly people were staying at. I mean, you kind of would have to.
SML Agency. We help make dreams come true. Follow SML_agency TO for more. Be confident. Be you.
What do you think of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards about to become the first players to make pretty much $1 million per game? That's what the new contracts are out for. Do you think it's way too much?
This is a quick topic for me.
Too much or too
I'll
little?
give you my answer. And y'all can say, oh, that's because you're an old head or whatever, you're an older head. You're a hater and you're just hating and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they deserve it?
Shea.
Shea deserves it? $1 million game?
With all the way contracts going now, Shea, he has a title. They won, right? Mm-hmm. He got a title, right?
Even so, you really think
Got a title. The way contracts are now.